Hi guys, it's Rike here and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rike and I review a lot of activewear. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Today I have day 3, week 3, I don't know, Advent 3, 3rd of Advent of my book Advent calendar. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I did get a little book Advent calendar, which is basically just 4 mystery books because I didn't know what they were, wrapped, and like every Sunday I opened one. This was put together by a bookstore. This is where I purchased it from, and I picked the thriller theme because they had different themes. And I've gone through the first book I got. I've also gone through the second book I got, and I can just link book number 1 here and book number 2 also just up there, so you can go check out which books I got. But basically what we're doing today is we're not just talking about the book, but I will also put together a few activewear outfits inspired by the book cover. And of course I'll let you know how I like the book because of course I read it already to let you know. And yeah, this is basically kind of what I'm also usually doing in my books and activewear series. And I can link that entire playlist also up here in case you want to go and check that out. And today's book is The Haven by Fiona Neal. I'd never heard of this book before. I hadn't seen it. I have never heard of this author before either. But yeah, Lisa Jewell, who's a more well-known thriller author, I guess, says it's a brilliant thriller. So I was like, okay, I mean, I'm intrigued. I like the colors of the cover. We have some teal, some turquoise, some pink. This definitely speaks for a great color combo for some outfits here, which is exciting. And yeah, let me just quickly recap the book for you. So as I already said a few times, this is a thriller, and we are getting to know Cass. She is a 16-year-old girl, and her dad has some anger issues, and all of a sudden he decides, together with her mother, of course, that they should just live off the grid for a little bit. And yeah, he's kind of gotten into that. Him and the mother, they've also then gotten to know each other on some more wild wilderness trips or something, and they kind of want to go back to that a little bit. Cass also does have a younger sister and an older brother. So the 5 of them, they go to this kind of off-grid community, which her dad had gotten to know some guy, and she also met this guy before once, and she was kind of she had a crush on him, and he kept texting her. And yeah, that guy is 14 years older than her, so it's a little sketchy. And of course she was kind of looking forward to that, and her dad was looking forward to that because the guy kind of seems like he's kind of manipulated him. So they arrive at this community. No one in the community knows they're arriving, and the guy who invited them also not there. Also, of course, on the way there, their car did not make it, so they're just there on foot now. They have no way to leave, and it's in the middle of nowhere, and there's not really any phone connections. There's no reception, nothing. Also, their phones are confiscated because that's against the rules of the community. And yeah, they're scheduled to be there for 2 months. And basically, there's 2 timelines in this book. There's the current moment, and it's also told in the first person perspective. So Cass wakes up, she has a massive wound on her head, it's bleeding, she's in the forest, it's freezing cold. They go there in summer, so it was a little confusing, you know. And so basically we get to know the current events bit by bit, but we also kind of figure out what happens leading up to this point, because you know, then it goes to this birthday party of a younger sister where this random guy who invites them to this community shows up and helps and stuff. And then the timeline's kind of you know, we're catching up to current events and what's been happening and what's going on. And I mean, it was interesting. It was quite entertaining. I think I gave this 3.5 stars. And yeah, it has 380 pages or something like that. So also pretty good size. Not too long. Yeah. And that's the story. I, of course, won't tell you what happened. And, you know, if someone got killed, and who's the mean guy, or girl, you know. But yeah, The Haven. And as I already mentioned, the colors are nice. And I have 2 different outfits for you again today. One of them will be a little bit more like happy summer, you know, everyone's happy to go places. And then the second one is going to be a little bit more dark to match what happens during during the book, basically, or in the book. But let's start with our first outfit. It's a bit more colorful, and we have these two pieces here. So because I'm talking outfits, I'm going to introduce both pieces to you and then try them on at the same time. And we have two Buffbunny collection pieces here. This first one is the Synergy Seamless Sports Bra in the color Miami Vice Pink. I believe we got this one last year during the Barbie launch, or it was called the Dreamhouse Collection launch, or Dreamhouse Collection, but it was very Barbie inspired because we had the big Barbie movie last year, if you remember. And yes, this is the Synergy Seamless Sports Bra. It is made from 50% polyester, 42% nylon, and 8% spandex. We do have some ribbed detailing here, so ribbed band under the chest, and then you also have some ribbing in between the cups here. Removable cup pads, nice thick straps, they're super, super comfy. And then in the back, thick straps continue, and we have this little knotted, twisted detail, which is kind of fun. It's a little bit different. Not the greatest for back day, or not back day, chest day. Like if you're doing something on your back, like some chest presses, maybe not the right thing, but the color is fun. It has a slight marl to it. And yeah, they haven't really done too many seamless pieces. This is, I think, the first one I actually tried, maybe the second one. And it's quite comfy. The straps in the back also have a little bit more ribbing here, so it's nice and stretchy, and like the fabric feels quite soft. A little bit thicker, but not too thick, cool to the touch. And this is our top. I thought, this is kind of the closest I could get to the pink in the script here. As you can see, I think it's pretty close. Not the exact same, but yeah, the closest I could get. And then of course, for the leggings, since we're going with the bright colors right now, I picked some turquoise because it's kind of matching the lightest color here in the middle of the book cover. And these are the Form Seamless leggings, also from Buffbunny collection, in the color Airhead Aqua. So this is a different seamless material, still feels like super soft, and is very, very, very stretchy. This one is made from 60% nylon, 32% polyester, and 8% spandex, so also definitely a different composition. And these ones we got this year. The Airhead Aqua color was part of this summer, one of the summer launches, but was a little delayed. I really like the color. I think the leggings are super comfy. They're just not very squat proof, so just keep that in mind, especially in lighter, brighter colors like this. Yeah, not super squat proof, but we have a lot of detailing going on here. We have a wide ribbed waistband, and we actually have a two-tiered ribbing here, so you can see it's a little bit tighter up here, a little bit wider down there, and then we have all this fake seam detailing here, a little triangular ribbing detailing here as well, to, I assume, give you a little bit more compression on the lower tummy area, but honestly it's not very compressive in general. And yeah, nothing here at the bottom. They are approximately 7/8 length, but you can also see you can stretch them also in the length, not just the width, right? But it has 4-way stretch for sure. And then in the back, you can see some more of the fake seam detailing, and now it goes a little bit lower to also kind of curve around the glutes a little bit, but not too much, so it's not too in your face or anything. And then here in the back, we also have the slight V again that we had in the front, and then you have a proper seam here in the back for a little bit more glute separation, but it is not a scrunch or anything. It's really just a proper seam. And honestly, that's kind of all I want usually. I don't really need that scrunch situation. I find it a little uncomfortable at times. And yeah, this is kind of all you need. But yeah, I got these in a size medium. I'm usually in between size small and medium. But for these leggings, even though they're so stretchy, yes, sizing down would be an option. But they're already not squat proof as it is, so it's better to stick with the bigger size if you're in between. So yeah, just letting you know. Let's see this whole outfit on, of course, not just the leggings, right? We have this whole outfit here, and yeah, I think we're matching the bright, fun colors of this cover. Let's see it on. Outfit number 1 is here. Yeah, we have the good vibes going right now. But yeah, believe me, good vibes were never happening in this book. I think from moment one, it was kind of clear that something was not right. But, you know, in the mind of 16-year-old Cass, we had good vibes going in the start. So this is what we're going with. It was also summer when the book started. And this is definitely also a summer outfit. And yeah, this is the closest I could get to the pink script, this color pink. And then we have the nice light blue here, or turquoise, I guess, not even light blue, it's light turquoise that kind of matches what happens in the middle there. So this is a full and seamless set, and it's very comfy actually. Yeah, don't expect the leggings to be squat proof because they're very, very nice and comfy. The material is super nice and stretchy and lightweight, but that also means it's not squat proof at all. But the color is gorgeous. So there's that. And yeah, we have the sports bra. Let's start with that one though. Nice white set straps and kind of like a square neckline, which I always think is kind of flattering. Also on a small chest. We do have a little bit of seamless detailing here. And then you also have a rib band under the chest, removable cup pads, and they're like nice and thin. So not too thick, not too like padded or anything. And with good type of coverage. And overall, I think good coverage, but still giving you a nice little cleavage moment. It's a little bit more long lined, but not super long lined. And overall, this is like a super, super comfy sports bra. This seamless material is a little bit thicker and a little bit more densely knitted than the one from the leggings. It's not the exact same material. At least I believe the composition is not even the same, but like the material itself definitely feels a little bit different. And I don't have that many Buffbunny collection pieces that are seamless actually, because I prefer a brushed fabric with seams and stuff, but they didn't do badly with all of this, you know, the colors, like I said, so pretty. And then in the bag, this one has a fun little bag. We do have this little knot detailing and then some twisted stuff happening and then a little bit of cutouts here. So if you don't like bag fat spillage, that's probably gonna happen with this one. Also, if you bench press, don't wear it on a bench press day because this knot is not the most comfortable on, you know, when you're lying on your back, especially if you're like pushed into the bench because you're lifting heavy or something. This is probably not the sports bra to wear on that day, just saying. But other days, I think this one's really cute, and yeah, color is gorgeous. Support-wise, definitely more of a light support, but you get good coverage and a cute look. And then these form seamless leggings in this beautiful, beautiful Airhead Aqua, which is turquoise. We do have the ribbed wide waistband here. Not super compressive, like the whole legging is not very compressive. Yeah, I opted for a size medium, which is because I'm in between sizes up. But because they're so lightweight and so not squat proof, I also wouldn't recommend to size down if you're in between. I just go with the bigger size because then at least you have a little bit less stretching out, right? And then we have some fun, like little seamless detailing here, which is kind of like, yeah, nice. And we also have a multi-tier waistband. So there's 2 tiers. This is a little bit less compressive, and then this should have a little bit more compression. But like I said, overall, we don't have a lot of compression anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then they did a little bit of a V here with the ribbed band. And then we also do have some more seamless detailing kind of here, trying to contour the glutes a little bit, but it's not compressive or anything. It's really just some fake seam detailing to, yeah, just give it a little bit more of a curve, a little bit more of a contour. And then in the back, we actually do also have a fake seam here. And if you're better at this than me, you could probably, you know, take some of the fabric and like squish it in the crack there if you wanted to, because there's definitely enough fabric and there's definitely enough stretch. But even though, you know, we don't have a scrunch or anything, I think with the fake seam detailing, we already do get a little bit of some, yeah, better glute separation for sure. And we also do have a slight like V-ribbed detailing here at the top, like they did with the front. That's just kind of like pointing down a little bit, which helps. But yeah, overall, I think these are really cute and really comfy for sure. Lengthwise, these are kind of a 7/8 length on me, but I could actually even pull them a little bit longer. If you're shorter, I wouldn't worry about that either because you wouldn't have to pull them longer, right? So I think these might actually have a slightly shorter inseam than the normal Buffbunny collection leggings, but you don't actually feel it because it stretches in all directions, basically. But yeah, this is our cute little everything's fine, it's summer, and woo outfit. And let's move on. Onto the dark vibes. I have a matching set for you. And this one is from Alo Yoga, and I've had this for a while. This is a very dark green teal color here. And I thought it just matched the dark kind of greenish tealish color we have up top. But yeah, this is definitely like, you know, stuff is happening and it's not good stuff. So very dark, ominous. This is the sports bra here. I actually, you know, have to dig a little bit and see what this one was called, but it is really nice. I like it a lot. This one is made from their airbrush fabric. They have two main fabrics, and then of course there's a lot of other stuff, but their main is like airbrush and airlift. The leggings are actually airlift because that's what I prefer, but the top only came in airbrush and I wanted this top. It's made from, let me see, 87% polyester and 13% elastane. And that's the outer, like the body of the piece. And then there's also two different lining fabrics, but they're also just polyester spandex or nylon spandex. But yeah, the body of the piece is 87% polyester and 13% spandex. This is actually Tearaway logo. I'm surprised I haven't torn it away. Or not logo, but like information. I like the Tearaway stuff. Yes, it's a very high neck situation. And we do have built like cup hats in here that you can remove. And there is definitely like space for it, but it's not a shelf bra. So it's like just kind of like little pockets that they've sewn in here for the removable cup hats. It is otherwise like double lined, maybe even triple lined, because we have the outer layer and then I think there's like two layers of the lining, which is pretty nice. And then you also do have a little bit of a mesh insert here in the middle to help with a little bit of breathability. But on the outside, of course, you don't see any of that. It is also a very long piece, so definitely a quite long crop top, more than a sports bra. And we also do have a seam here at the bottom, which can be a little tight at times, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, they've done definitely a few different colors of this top, but the highlight of it, of course, is the back. Dramatic and everything, you know, we have just this strappy situation all the way through. So it's very open, and then at the very bottom we have the Alo Yoga logo and then just a band. The band is like not really an elastic, it's just fabric with a little bit of stretch. But yeah, I like this whole strappy thing, and of course it looks a little, you know, odd when you don't have it on, but once you have it on it's like perfectly fine. And those straps are kind of like, it's one long strap, right? So you can adjust it a little bit if it looks a little off or something. And yeah, I like this one. It's fun. I also love the color because it's so like dark and teal and everything. And matching leggings in the same color but the different fabrics. So these ones are a little bit more shiny. It's the Airlift fabric versus the airbrush fabric. So definitely a little bit of a different thing. This one feels a little bit more cottony. This one definitely has this performance feel. It's nice and thicker and stretchy. But also definitely has some compression. And fabric wise, I might have gotten rid of that logo logo. Why do I keep saying logo? That, like the little piece, you know. But I will find out what the fabric composition is if I can. And of course, you'll always have that information if I was able to find it on the screen. But yeah, these are their Airlift leggings. I think this is the full length, I believe. A lot of times, so they launch new colors every week. And a lot of times you'll have either like an airbrush or an Airlift legging because these are like their standard leggings. And these are just the Airlift leggings. And sometimes they come in 2 different lengths, which would be 7/8 and full length. Sometimes they only come in 1 length. But I think this must be the full length, maybe. Otherwise, these leggings do not have a top seam, but they do have a front seam. That's just very Alo Yoga-esque. And then in the back, straight across glute seams here as well. So not much detailing going on in general. And then in the back, the logo is somewhat around like your knee or something. It's a weird placement for the logo. But the fabric here, this one feels really nice. I do prefer the Airlift fabric over the airbrush fabric simply because the airbrush fabric, it feels like this piece shouldn't be this expensive. And with the Airlift, I can kind of tell, okay, the fabric feels a little bit more luxurious. And yeah, I also don't shop from Alo Yoga very often just simply because, I don't know, have you seen their prices? And for some of it, I'm like, this is just too much. It doesn't matter like how good it looks at some point. It's just, I don't know. And then the fact that like some of this doesn't feel like it should be this expensive also really puts me off. Like I don't have a problem paying some good money for something if I can actually feel this was worth it and this feels luxurious and it feels really nice and it's going to feel good on my skin. I'm not saying this feels bad on my skin, but I'm saying I mean, I would have to guess, but I'm assuming this top would usually be like $80 or something. It doesn't feel like that, you know. But yeah, anyway, I love the color. I do like this outfit and I've had it for a while. And yeah, like I said, I think it matches the dark vibes of the book very well. Let's see it on. All right, and here's our dark outfit. Definitely matches the top color and the bottom color kind of the book. And yeah, stuff is happening. It's not good. It's drama, it's thrilling. And this outfit is just kind of representing that, you know? But yeah, I think it fits. It works, and I do love this color a lot. It's like a really dark teal leaning towards a green. And this is an Alo Yoga outfit I've had for a while, but just the color itself is like super stunning. And I also do love the top. And in general, I'm not like the biggest Alo Yoga fan because it's just a little pricey, but this outfit is pretty good. So we have our top. Let's talk about that at first. And also just keep in mind, these are 2 different fabrics. So same color, but 2 different fabrics because they do air knit and airbrush. And I wanted this top, but I do not love the leggings in this fabric. So we have a very high neck moment. Side boob coverage could be a little bit better. So there's definitely a little bit like room and not a lot of coverage here. Lengthwise, this is definitely more of a crop top than a sports bra, but we do have built-in, or not built-in, but like we have removable cup pads. So you don't really have a shelf bra, so there's not really an elastic or anything, but we do have the holes for the cup pads, and the cup pads are also in there. And otherwise, I sometimes do like a high neck moment. I think it's kind of elegant as well. And lengthwise, now pair it with a high-waisted leggings, you can see a tad of skin, but I also do have a long torso, so you wouldn't necessarily see that on other people. And then of course the highlight of this top is the bag. This is why I wanted this top. And I mean, look at it. It's so fun. Like I just like it. Like so many strings, and I know a lot of other companies have done this kind of look as well. But like also the color it's in. We do have a little Alo Yoga, I think, here at the bottom. And overall on the bottom, I feel like it's also a little bit longer than in the bottom. in the back, it's a little bit longer than it is in the front. You can kind of see that here, but you can't see any skin there. But yeah, it's kind of a racer back situation, but then you have this stringy situation, and it's just, I don't know, it's just really fun. I think it's very, yeah, it's just cute. It's fun. It's slightly different, and I like it. The fabric could be, like, I would have been a little bit happier if they had done the same fabric as they did on the leggings. They're more sleek, slightly shiny fabric, just because I feel like they're like brushed, non-shiny, like fabric just feels very cottony. And to me, honestly, doesn't feel like it should be as expensive as it is. So I don't like that fabric, but I really wanted this top. And I just went for it, you know? But yeah, let's talk about the leggings. So these are this shiny fabric, and you might be even able to tell that there is definitely a slight shine to it. And I know that some people don't like this, but I think it definitely gives it a little bit more dimension. And the sleek fabric feels really nice. It's not thin, it's not too thick. It's just a good like amount of thickness. Of course, we do have a front seam, and if you pull these a little too high, you will be getting camel toe with this. But we don't have a top seam at least. And we have a wide waistband here. It's definitely high-waisted, so not ultra, but like just high-waisted, so my natural waist is there, belly button is there. And lengthwise, these are kind of like a full length on me, 7/8 to full length. If I pull them, like, you know, when I start putting them on, I pull them up a little bit more. And then in the end, it kind of like looks a little bit more like this. So definitely full length on me. And they also do have like these extra really long ones, right, that you can pull over your heel and stuff. I don't really like that, but I'm okay with this more like full length style. Although I do prefer a 7/8 length, but a true 7/8 length, you know, not shorter than that. I just want a 7/8 length. And then in the back, in true ala yoga fashion, we just have straight across glute seams. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, straight across glute seams. And then we just have, proper back seam there as well. And the logo, they always put on like a, like here it is. Like kind of just in an awkward spot. Like, why is it there? I don't know, right? It's just a little awkward on the leggings. But that's just what they do. And they do launch so many colors all the time, right? But yeah, this one, I also think I had a gift card, and I was like, okay, this is the moment. Gorgeous color, definitely kind of dark, but beautiful, and matches our book cover. Let's move on. It's conclusion time. Do let me know which outfit was your favorite. We had our bright colors, everything is great and everything is perfect, and our dark colors, like, oh my god, stuff is happening. And I think both of them did match the book cover quite well. Maybe if I have to rearrange this, let me just quickly do that. I feel like if I just sandwich the light colors in the dark color between the dark colors, we're actually matching the book cover quite well. Do let me know if you agree, but I think this is a pretty good match. I might have outdone myself here, you know. Anyway, do let me know which outfit was your favorite. Also, have you read this book before? Have you heard of this author before? I'm always curious. If you're ever curious about anything that I'm reading, I can drop my my Goodreads and my Storygraph profile links down below, and we can be friends, or you can follow along, whatever you want. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't done so yet, you can subscribe to my channel so you get notified about all the new videos that are coming out. And stay tuned for part 4, the fourth Advent, whatever. The last book in this series, because I started reading it now, and it's a good one. So yeah, stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a fun outfit as well. And yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. You can also DM me there. But I'm more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. So if you have ever any comments, any suggestions, anything you want to let me know, just drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Yes, thank you so much for watching. As I said, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.